And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the impromptu part 2 of our first episode. We're down a man, but it's okay. Not for long. Kenny won't be joining us because he has to run the store. But not us today. Brandon, you don't work at all today?
No.
Oh, how convenient. How convenient. I don't either.
I'm just going to turn
I do not either.
Mic up.
But yeah, we're just going to kind of...
Hello?
Hello,
everybody. How are y'all doing today?
There we are.
Nice. Yeah, we're just going to kind of pick up where we left off. But, as per usual, another question that I was going to ask you guys, what's in y'all's musical rotation as far as right now?
Right now, I would say one of my biggest influences or one of my biggest artists that I really enjoy is going to be Westside Gun at the moment. Recently, his last 2 projects, Side A and Side B, have just been ridiculously good for very vulgar title for an album, but Hitler Wears Hermes. Very good album, dude. It's really refreshing seeing someone like that. He's a little older, start popping really new, recently. He's an old cat from New York. He has a really unique sound to him, and I really like his sound. He's really, really cool. I would say Westside Gun, and oddly enough, country music. I started listening to the Dixie Chicks.
We were listening to Dixie Chicks at this, while we were working in the store the other night. That was awesome.
I've been watching The Voice a lot recently because one of my idols is a host now. So it's definitely really cool, and I didn't really understand how much I like covers of original songs until I started listening.
Kind of like how people kind of make it their own, right?
Yeah,
that kind of aspect is really interesting whenever it comes to music in general. Is just the covers. That's why I was telling you that I saw Post Malone do a fucking Kenny Chesney song, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a talented artist. But I would say Westside Gun is probably the person that I've been listening to the most right now. I've been really enjoying his music. His discography is really cool. I feel like he draws a lot of inspiration in his beliefs, draws a lot of inspiration from just classical New York and some of the OG kind of rappers, and it's really refreshing as opposed to the newer age rap.
It's so melodical. The sounds he chooses is just so soothing, but the lyrics he's talking about are very menacing.
Oh yeah.
So it's a real nice juxtaposition. You can kind of just consume it.
Also, his voice is just unlike any other.
Yeah, I mean, his voice just really brings me back to 90s rap, and that's why I think I gravitate towards it so much, because that's the era of rap that got me into rap music in general. So
also his ad libs are crazy.
It's just so good. He's just so good. I do like that guy. Credits to you for kind of putting me on to him.
Thank
for
you.
Sure. But I'd say
shout out Luke for that.
I'd say just the old regulars, the old trusty steeds is going to be Westside Gun right now.
Yeah.
Lucky for sure is always going to be in rotation,
less.
and Baby Keem has also been in rotation a lot lately.
Yeah.
Coincidentally enough, we're going to go see him next month. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes. How did y'all feel about Young Thug's album?
Dude, you know what? I didn't give it too much of a proper listen. I wish I did a little bit more. There's 2 songs that I really like. It's a song with Gunna and the song with Mac. Days Before with Mac. It was originally a SoundCloud leak, and I wasn't sure if it was going to release or not, because I'm pretty sure Thug came out with an album after I heard that leak, and I would have anticipated it being on that album, and it didn't end up coming out there. So I just thought it was going to be one of those tracks that was just kind of lost in translation or lost in the ether, because that's kind of what happens post-mortem, where a lot of their music or their art doesn't really get to see the light of day. But I guess that there's actually kind of a polarizing difference right now, where there's a lot of people, or Pop Smoke in particular, where a lot of his post-mortem stuff has just been released, and I feel like that's a different topic or a conversation to be had, because that's definitely interesting, because the money going to the estate, but it's definitely different and definitely weird. But yeah, dude, that Days Before and the Gunna song, just because on the Gunna song, I forgot what it's called, Young Thug says, "We only shop online in vintage stores." Got $1,000 tees, and then he also says, "She's not my wife. How could I see her with my son?" Warrock and Rick Owens got the ones that say the C word. And all I gotta say is that's a bar, and if I've ever heard a bar, that's one of them.
Yeah, I liked it was a nice juxtaposition between.
You like that word, don't you?
I do. I love juxtaposition. But it's a nice
Anyways.
switch from from fun to this.
Yeah.
Like the other album was like a real loud, real fast, and then this one I felt was a little bit more slow, a little bit more just like soothing.
Did you see him Metro Boomin and gonna destroy the pink Rolls Royce in Malibu?
That's some promotion.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all I got to say about that.
Is that my mic doing the
check.
the little?
No, it was mine. Sorry.
I'll put mine down just so it doesn't happen.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't really speak on the album. I haven't really given it a listen through. To be honest, all I gotta say is always knew I won't be gay.
Oh God.
That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, that was a good album. I can't complain with it. I really enjoyed it. But dude, you know what's crazy, man? I listen to so much music in the shop, or we listen to so much music to the point where it's like I sometimes can't listen to music at home. The only time I listen to music at the crib is when I'm smoking or taking a shower. Because I don't know, I adore music. You know, like I can't foresee a moment in life where music isn't a big part of my life. You know, like I've always wanted to make music. I don't think that it's something in the cards for me, but something I've always wanted to do. Something like produce music, something in like the entertainment realm. So it's definitely really respectable, but it's definitely crazy. Like I wish that I can consume music 24/7, because that art form, in my opinion, is one of the most unique, you know? But of course other mediums like paint, photography, drawing, that's also a gorgeous art form, but I just find myself always gravitating towards music.
It's interesting because like besides fashion, it's always been like that second thing for you. Like I feel like you've always just you know, like it was just not like obsessive, but like you were so into it.
It's that in video games, dude. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like living in the age that we do and how young we are, or relatively young we are, we definitely grew up in a time where like my dad talks about it all the time and people talk about it all the time. It's like instant gratification, and it's definitely interesting because like music and video games in particular, and I guess fashion too, retail therapy is those forms of instant gratification. Like you listen to a song that's like a minute to 3 minutes to 4 minutes, and you can get like a rush of emotion or euphoria from a song. You can play video games, you can get that rush from a win or getting a kill or scoring a goal or whatever it may be. But those are like the things that I always gravitate towards, because like I don't know, it's just something that's always been near and dear to my heart, and something that's I feel like it doesn't take effort, you know? It's more like organic and natural, and I think that's how all things should be, in order for you to like grow it, you know? Like you can't do things artificially because you just want it to succeed. You have to do it because you want to do it. And that's how I see like a lot of I just went off on a tangent, I apologize, but like yeah, it was definitely weird. Hey, we got Kenny back.
Kenny is back over here.
Hey, if you want, you can
Tap in, big dog.
can leave your shop responsibilities and come be a third
Tap in,
guest.
big dog.
Yeah. So what's going on?
We're just talking about music right now. So
Okay.
like we're talking about who we're listening to in our rotation. So is there anyone that you've been listening to recently? Any artists that have been catching your eye or anything like that? I know that you're a huge Yachty fan. Like
I am a really big Yachty fan.
Yeah.
That's for sure. If I had the opportunity to meet like any artist, it would definitely be Lil Yachty. Like, he goes hard. He dresses fucking fly.
I was gonna say this in our last conversation, is that I respect Yachty more than Travis when it comes to dressing.
Facts.
I could see that.
But that's just me.
Yachty goes into those like cooler brands and shit.
Isn't there a rumor that he's like hidden NY?
Yeah.
Is that a real rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long like speculation. Him and Daniel Arsham are like
Interesting.
apparently hidden NY.
Dude, that'd be cool.
That's kind of genius though. Like
Just being
Right.
like anonymous.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
it's like Osh, you know, like undercover Osh. Why
Yeah.
the fuck? I'm still logged into the Instagram.
everybody loves to be
David.
anonymous nowadays.
Sorry.
You're on David right now.
Yeah, but David's logged into my
We're filming
Instagram.
a podcast.
Sorry.
Don't slam the table.
Sorry. But I've been listening to a lot of like Baby Keem.
Okay. Are you going to the show?
I don't know. I'm gonna try and sneak in or something.
Where is it at? Paper?
Yeah, it's a Paper Tiger.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
I mean,
Don
hopefully.
Tolliver. Ever since I went to the concert, I've been kind of listening to him. I've been like perusing SoundCloud a lot more now.
Yeah. Like old SoundCloud or new SoundCloud?
Like old SoundCloud, like just trying to find older shit that I used to like really.
There's nothing like going through your SoundCloud likes, man.
Just scrolling to like
Honestly,
2016.
dude. Takes you back. Really does take
Look,
you
it's
back.
Benny Budgie.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Benny.
Shout out Malachi for
Sorry,
forcefully making us listen to Eat.
Literally.
You know, also, Tizo touchdown.
Dude, Tizo.
Facts.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Cave
Nothing but a
episode with him?
jive sucker.
Have you seen the Cave episode?
Like Kenny Beats?
one?
No.
Dude,
Yeah, you
there's a
should.
Tizo. It's really, really good, dude.
Oh my, yeah, I gotta
Dude,
watch that.
there's nails falling out of his hair every fucking
For
day.
real?
It's so funny, dude.
Yeah, that sounds
He has
top tier.
a campaign pin that says "No Mid" on it.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
love it.
The mayor of Midtown.
Yeah.
Need that. I would sign.
Do you
I would
think he
vote for
takes
him.
those nails out, or do you think he like
No,
sleeps?
he
No
talks about
shot.
in that episode that he sleeps with them and he puts a bonnet on his head
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah,
he goes
he
to
does say
sleep,
that.
and then whenever he wakes up, there's like 10 nails that just fall out of
That's so
fall out of his
crazy.
head.
Yeah.
It's cool though. He's got a cool vibe to him.
Yeah.
Dude, all of his music videos are super dope because of the way they're shot, dude. Like, I love, there's something, like, I'm not sure, it's a big fad going on right now, but Channel 5 News or, like, All Gas, No Breaks with Andrew, I forgot his last name, but they film their videos like it's 90s or,
Yeah,
like, early
yeah.
2000s, super grungy. And it's, like, the same thing with Tizo. Like, his music videos are just so cool, and it feels like it's something that you would like flip on MTV and you would just see it on like the music videos, you know? I don't know, it's just so cool. But that being said, people are reacting to like this like crazy. Have you seen Channel 5 or All Gas No Breaks before?
I've seen Channel 5. Yeah.
No,
Dude, I think
I've seen
haven't
both.
If you
Either one.
haven't seen it, please take some time out of your day to search up All Gas No Breaks and search up Channel 5 News. They're this group of talented individuals that go and just see, they call it the underbelly of America.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that that's the best way to describe it. They just go and they interview all these counterculture people where it just doesn't, like, they go to like punk shows in LA, they go to anti-vax rallies and see what people like that are talking
Dude,
about.
it's wild.
Dude, it is...
There's some crazy people, bro.
Dude, it makes you lose hope, low-key, for humanity, but it's also just, like, the rawest form of entertainment that I've found to the point where it's just so fucking
It's so genuine.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's very interesting, too, because they signed a deal with Vice, or
Yeah.
maybe it's not Vice, but they signed a deal, and they kind of got fucked over, and that's why they went All Gas, No Breaks and Channel 5, so what happened is that... they did, sorry for the mic, I'm moving it, but what's it called? They did this deal with, I assume it's Vice, because Vice did a little special with them, but they had this channel called All Gas No Breaks, and they did the same thing that they do on Channel 5, but what happened is that they signed something where they basically lost creative control of the All Gas No Breaks channel, and the company that they signed it over to has complete control. So they went over to Channel 5, their own independent YouTube channel where they can do whatever they want. And it's basically the same thing, but under a different title. But, dude, it is so crazy. Some of the people that are on this planet, like, there's this one where they go to, I'm not sure if it's Andrew or Channel 5, but they go to this like Trump rally, and this guy has like a Q shirt on.
Yeah.
And it's basically the whole thing of Q is reinstating President Trump and like how he is actually like left office. But there's people there that are wearing these Q shirts and not understanding what like the whole symbolism or what the meaning behind it is. And they're so confident that Trump is still president, even though Biden has started his like his term, you know.
That sounds really delusional.
It is.
It's
like,
no, it's so delusional.
it is. It's like I implore you to go if you have time to watch this, because like honestly, like no disrespect to Andrew or whoever films it, they don't do too much, you know. It's all the people that they interview, you
Yeah,
know,
right.
and like it is
He just holds the mic.
He just holds the mic and like it instigates. And the other
the
one that
characters
I showed to Avery, the Chet Hanks one.
Yeah, the Chet Hanks
Yes!
interview is
Oh
definitely
my
worth a watch.
God.
I definitely
Interview
go
Chet
go and
Hanks.
check
Dude,
it out.
do you remember Chet Hanks going on his like Jamaican escapade?
Yes, yes.
So he basically like interviews him and asks like, why did you do this? And like, is this cultural appropriation? And I won't reveal too much, but oh my God, the conversation that he has is just absurd. Chet Hanks starts getting stressed.
It's all for real too.
Dude,
Like,
that's
it's
the thing.
not an
None of
act.
it's staged. Like none of it, and that's the comedy part. Like I don't know, but I think we've been ranting about Channel 5 enough. I'm sorry I went off on a tangent.
Yeah,
but-
those guys are great, man. It's always a good
News.
watch whenever I see those guys' videos, man. I'm a big fan of their work.
Yeah, they're definitely talented. We need to get them on a podcast if they ever see this. That'd be tight.
Facts.
What do y'all want to talk about, dude? We have an open floor. Kenny, you got to drop in right now. I know you're working today, but what do you want to talk about real quick?
What did you guys talk about already?
Just music.
Music.
Truthfully, and then I went on a Channel 5 tangent.
I want to talk about. I don't really have anything to talk about.
Beans.
Yeah, let's talk about beans.
I would say, like, how about, like, how social media has impacted our lives? Or how the shop in
Oh,
particular
yeah.
has
My goodness,
impacted
man.
our lives? Because I think that's a big thing. Like, this is definitely a safe haven for a lot of people, and it's definitely, like, a growing...
It's a creative space.
No, for sure. And we're all definitely afforded a certain opportunity when we're employed here. We get to work alongside these people, and it's definitely super cool. Like I'm very thankful. But Avery, how about you? What would you say is how has either social media or working at a place like this or anything in that regard or in that like vein, like how has that changed your life or how has that impacted your life in any way, shape, or form, you know?
Oh man, it just kind of had me look at social media at a different way because obviously social media is just to kind of be social. I mean, I remember, posting every little fucking thing that I was doing on Instagram, whether it was skating, smoking weed, hanging out with friends. But
You kind
now
of think of it as a job now?
I feel like it's a big part of our job, so I can't really help but think of it sort of like a task, at least whenever, we're working at the shop and stuff like that. But I'd say personally, no, I mean, I still kind of use social media just to kind of keep up with everything that's going on. But as far as the work side goes, we do use Instagram to its potential as far as promotion goes. But I think I didn't really start thinking of social media on the promotion part until I really started to see James really turn up on Instagram. And shout out to James for being the godfather to Instagram promotion, at least as far as the shop goes.
Thank you, James.
Yes, sir.
I didn't really understand why he was, putting his face in front of the camera every morning and just being like, "Good morning, bow, bow, bow."
He
know what I'm
literally
saying?
like
It
laid
just-
out the blueprint of like what we do.
It really, really does surprise you whenever you saw like how it paid off. Like there's a reason why he was so repetitive in it, and there was a reason why we stuck with that for so long because it really did show results. Quite frank. So I like social media in that aspect. I think it's a really, really dope way to keep up with people. And just depending on what you do, I feel like whether you own a brand or you work with a brand or you know what I mean. It's just like it's just a crazy way to link up with people. I mean, networking.
Has it given you more opportunities?
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say it has. There's plenty of people who find all of our Instagrams, not just mine, but find all of our Instagrams through the shop. There we go. We gain a follower, and then we gain a friend. Quite possibly through the same thing. And Brandon has been able to get promotions through brand deals.
Yeah, just
all
like
through social media. So
Literally.
that just goes to show you that the potential is endless whenever it comes to social media. It just depends on how you use it.
from where like when I started to where I am now. The shop has definitely like taught me so much about utilizing social media.
That's what I was going to ask you, Brandon, is like you kind of have like a unique space because you kind of also have a brand, or not kind of, you do have a brand. So I guess more like we can go personal first, but how has this impacted you as a person and then also your brand and how you've, I guess, gone about maybe production or marketing, advertising, this, that, the third?
With social media, I mean, with working here, it's kind of taught me how consistent I have to be with posting on social media. You can't grow unless you don't post pretty much every day, like especially with Instagram. And it's taught me a lot about, with TikTok, just how to reach an audience and how to utilize that so much. You really can reach 1 million people. You know, like if you are
You're encroaching on 10,000 followers.
Yes, road to 10K.
And just hit 1 million engagements the other night. That was a milestone worth celebrating.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got
to say the least.
We got our certified e-boy in shop today and on podcast.
Yeah, so it's just like, right now I've learned to kind of develop my own personal brand first, and working on developing my clothing brand. And I really want to teach people how to do that. So with what I'm doing so far and hitting the goals that I'm hitting, it's going to allow me to do that and hopefully teach people to shop more sustainably. Don't wear fast fashion. Fuck urban.
Yeah. And I know, like,
Fast fashion sucks.
I know Kenny, like, he's talked about in the past wanting to be a stylist. I know that he's really good at dressing. I know that he has a lot of things going on for him. But how do you think that this has impacted you, whether it be the shop or social media in general? Like, has it been a positive impact on you, a negative? What is the biggest learning point whenever it comes to social media in general?
I think it's really just like not maintaining relevancy, but obviously, like, if you don't, interact with your social media too often, 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose engagement. Like, I don't really post on my Instagram, but I post a lot of stories, and my followers fluctuate for X amount of time between like 10 followers, like losing 10 followers, gaining 10 followers. And it not that it's tough, because I mean and not that it's like necessarily necessary, you know what I mean? But I feel like, being in touch with your like social media is also a way to promote yourself. Like, and that's just me learning through working here at the shop. Like, before I worked here, I didn't really care about my social media. Like, I just posted like shit for fun and just for me. But then it got to a point where I realized, like, okay, people are following my social media now because I work here. Like, people are starting to recognize me for my own social media. And so I just kind of had to like not switch it up, but I just had to get more consistent with it. Like, learn how to, get engagement, and just learn what people appreciate about me on my social media as opposed to like on the shop social media. Because when I get on the shop social media, sometimes I act a fool, and I just post the most absurd things, like super long text like graphs that make no sense, or like dumb polls. But it's because that's what we were taught to do. Like, we don't have to just post something and be like, oh, it's this size, it's this price. It's like,
size medium, $70.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to make it fun.
Yeah, like make this something that someone would watch, as opposed to like make it so that someone would buy it.
Like watch and interact with it. Like,
exactly.
that's why I really enjoy how we run our social media now going into this new location, because pretty soon, I'm pretty sure we had that talk before we had opened, but we were just talking about how we really wanted to switch things up as far as our stories go. Yeah. And I think that it's really helped us out as far as engagements go. It really helps not just doing a story sale every day, you know what I'm saying? Actually putting in our own creative control through our story. And I think that's done nothing but like just help us as far as, like I said, just our engagements on social media. It's
Daniel,
been amazing.
You want to get a quick hello on the mic?
Yes.
Talk to him.
How are y'all? Hello.
This is Daniel.
Man.
Hi. This is me, Daniel Kanika, Strag.
Plug that Instagram, man.
Many
Come on, let's
names.
talk about it.
At Daniel Kanika, Kenika. If you can't spell Daniel, read about it.
Read about it. Do your own research, motherfucker.
Fat one on y'all.
You feel me?
We got a little like
That's Daniel, man.
We got that.
That's big, though.
But
I couldn't hear it, but I know it's not.
It was the cash register. But one thing that, like, teetering on the social media, do numbers or followers ever affect y'all? Like,
Yes.
Like, but like, of course, I feel like it's. I feel like the easy answer is yes, but more like on a day-to-day, like if you don't hit this amount of likes on a photo, you drop this amount of followers, does it impact how you feel for a day?
I think on Instagram, no, just because I'm not as serious on Instagram, but on TikTok, yes, because I have goals in mind that I want to hit. So not necessarily like it's going to like fuck up my day, but like.
Have you had bad days because something hasn't performed well?
Not had bad days. It's just like, I would just be like, man, why does this video not do good, you know? But besides that, it doesn't really like affect my day. It just like pisses me off a little bit.
It's like, damn, I did not hit this 20K views that I was projecting to hit.
Exactly.
It's like I only got 8. It's funny because like we go on our Instagrams and we make these TikToks. We make TikToks in the TikTok app and then we post them on Instagram. And it's like on Instagram they'll get like thousands of like views and like hundreds of likes, but then we go to like our main pages on TikTok and it's like maybe like 200 or 300 views, you know, like it's funny how it doesn't it doesn't translate over, but obviously it's good content if people are liking it and viewing it on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I did a video one time on my TikTok and I was like, oh, this is gonna go crazy, like. And for the most part, it does. Like, I get as many views as I have followers, and I get a fair amount of likes from my followers. But, like, on TikTok, it was maybe, like a 300 view video. But on Instagram, it's, like, almost a 50K views.
Wow.
Yeah, like, it's weird. Like, I wouldn't say that I, like, look at the numbers and, like, compare, like, apples to oranges. But I just know that, like, if I'm making good content and my followers that are engaging with me are, like, viewing it, then that's cool, you know, like I know it's taking a step in the right direction as opposed to just making some like scuffed content.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think is the platform that's the hardest to grow a fan base on?
Sheesh, what a good question.
Instagram.
Yeah.
How about not a handheld one? Like maybe it's not just Twitter, so like, because
if it's not a handheld, then I'd probably say like Twitch. To be honest.
Oh, Twitch, yeah.
I would say Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's like we talk about this all the time, but one thing that I've noticed is that Instagram in itself and Twitter for the most part has been a thing for a while, and I despise the fact that there isn't a really good way to find new accounts or there's just not new things fed to you, you know? Mm-hmm. Like I know that a lot of people just like to stay to what they're true to, what they like, what they subscribe to, what they follow to, but I feel like TikTok definitely broke that mold where the majority of the watch time is on the For You page and not what you're following, you know?
Exactly.
And it's based off of like what you enjoy. So you get to see different people like, and not just the same people like on your feed.
Yeah.
The algorithm is astonishing, dude. But I really hope in the future that different social media platforms like Instagram, for instance, maybe not Twitch. I feel like Twitch does a good job about it. They have a homepage where they show like not poppin'.
It's like a discovery page as well. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's more like a discovery page than anything, and it's not always the people that are like poppin'. It's like people that are like they take their time and they care about their stream. Yeah. And then they'll have like suggested channels on your left sidebar, but. Really talking to like Instagram and YouTube, where it's just like YouTube, you can go through like a click hole of different kind of videos and content, but Instagram in particular, they used to have the explore page and they still kind of have one, but like it is so congealed into so many different things. There's like, I don't know, it's not a really good representation of like what I consume on Instagram, you know? Like it's definitely weird as opposed to TikTok, but
kind of bouncing off of what you were saying earlier, I feel like I do agree with YouTube being one of the hardest platforms to kind of grow a following with, because I just feel like YouTube's algorithm is just not nice to people. Yeah, it's just not nice. I mean, I see it on a consistent basis,
like a bunch of tags and stuff.
Yeah, and like you know, every YouTuber, you know, obviously is gonna plug themselves before it. They're always like. You know, like that new what's it called? That new insight on YouTube where it's like, you know, 80% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe. You know, type shit like that. Like and you know, it's just certain videos do well. I mean, it's just, you know, YouTube is notorious for not being nice to their content creators.
Isn't that like that statistic that you just brought up kind of astonishing too? That most of the watch time for most of these YouTubers are from people that aren't subscribed to their channel. 80% of their viewership is coming from people that don't follow what they do every day. Maybe that's a testament to like the random or like the what you can see, but that's insane. Like just talking about like growing.
I feel like if you watch a certain amount of like content, it'll just end up on your like suggested already. Like if you're watching a channel that you're not subscribed to, they'll still pop up on your suggested page. You know, I think it's just people like seeing that and being like, oh, like I don't have to like go and look for this person. Like the video's right there. You know, like I do that all the time. Like I follow like, but I also don't want to like clutter my like subscriptions page with like a bunch of random stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I do agree though that YouTube is kind of tough to.
I feel like you need like a fan base before you even start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, either a fan base or like just something like that like catches your eye. I mean, I don't know, because like that Cam's Kicks guy, he got a really crazy like subscribing, but it was because he was doing those like in-store buyouts, and like he had a camera like by his buyout counter, and now people are adapting that, like Sneak City and like all these other like
even Round Two
shoe store. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Round Two's doing the buyout counter cam.
Yeah, and now it's like a thing now, but that's like a kind of a genre that he like made popular, like, or at least made it popular again, if it was.
One thing that I was gonna bring up, especially regarding YouTube, I heard this conversation one day, and it just speaks testaments to it, but YouTube in general right now has been on like a really bad downslope for content creators and just watch time, just because of the introduction of TikTok in particular. As we stated previously, it's just like we're in a generation of instant gratification.
Let it be known.
You know, for real. And like
YouTube added shorts.
Yeah,
like,
I am watching YouTube shorts.
I've
They're
never
honestly pretty enjoyable.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't clicked on one yet. But like the whole thing is that it's a lot easier for people to go onto TikTok and watch 30 10-second videos than it is for one person to sit down for 5 to 10 minutes and watch one coherent video. And a lot of these content creators have been seeing the backlash from that. You know, it's just like they're not doing anything different, and they're still making really good content. But just because of the introduction of this new app where a lot of people are getting their content, it's definitely slowly not killed, but like deteriorated like the strength of YouTube. You know, like a lot of like whenever I would go and talk to like coworkers or friends or something about like a current event or a funny video, I would say it was on YouTube, you know, like, yo, did you see this fucking crazy video on YouTube? Did you see this new College Humor sketch? This, that, the third. But now it's like, yo, did you see that TikTok? Or
College Humor,
dude,
College fucking humor,
dude,
bro.
That was.
Oh my,
dude.
Wow. That's
shout
just
out
like,
Jake and Amir. Shout out College Humor. Shout out all of them.
God.
That YouTube channel, not single-handedly, but that molded most of my comedy and my humor to this day. And but yeah, like
that's so funny that you say that, because I could totally say like whenever I was watching YouTube the most, it was like Ryan Higa.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Easy.
Smosh was so huge for me.
Absolutely.
Ray William Johnson.
Dude, Ray William Johnson, your favorite
3?
Martian, bro?
Yes. Oh my god.
Dude, 8 = 3 or whatever it
Epic
was.
rap battles of history, like
ERB.
Yeah.
Someone's echoing.
Check.
Hello?
Is it me?
Hello.
Is it me?
Hello.
Check.
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
My bad. Wait.
Here we
It might
are.
be because of the room itself.
No,
Somebody has a buzz going on too.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Hello.
It's all right. We're just bullshitting anyways, man. This is a lot of fun. Hopefully we can do this more.
Not hopefully.
Moving forward, I hope you guys wouldn't mind if you guys are looking to be special guests to come through to the crib, aka it's not just going to be my crib anymore. It's going to be our crib.
Plural.
Our crib.
Very
Our
soon we're gonna
crib.
have a nice house together. I think it's my mic. I don't know what the fuck's going
Mute
on.
it real quick.
Hello.
Just press the mute
Oh,
button.
I think it's better. I think I just had my audio too high.
Check. Cool.
But yeah, dude. Oh, do you hear it? I feel like I hear an echo. Hello. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hello. I hear it on someone's.
Is it?
Hello. There we go.
check.
Hello, hello.
Check.
I can't hear
Okay,
it.
we're all
check,
good
check.
now. We're all good.
Cool.
Okay. But yeah, soon, sorry about that, but soon we're going to have a little content house. It's going to be me and Avery. We're going to be living together. And now, initially, this was going to be our, we love the space. We love the Vaulti. It's an amazing hub for creative space and creative activities like we previously said. But hopefully we're going to have a little bit more of a long-term set for this. This is just going to be audio right now, but in the future we're going to have audio, video, all that noise. But I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think. Wait, check your mic again.
Check. Mic check.
Hello.
Check.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Cool.
But yeah, dude, we're gonna have a more permanent residency, and yeah, just stay tuned for our special guests. If you want to be a special guest, hit us up on Instagram. If you want to shoot the shit with us, if you have any topics for us, let us know. But yeah, I'll leave this as closing right now. I'll let everyone say their piece and let everyone know what they got going on. So we'll start right to left or left to right. Whoever wants to go
Man,
first.
come fuck with your boys tonight, man. Tonight's gonna be a good time. This
If we get
probably
this
won't.
out in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I'll do
probably
it.
won't. It probably won't get
I'll
out
do
in
it.
time. But
I promise.
But like I said, yeah, we have a pretty action-packed weekend, and yeah, we hope to see you guys again soon
Where can we find you on Instagram?
at Avery Doesn't Skate. You know the vibes.
All right. Well, I'm one of your co-hosts, Carlo. You can find me at Twerkist with a TWERK3ST on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be having a lot of these episodes, but yeah, thank you again. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
How about you, Bren?
I am Brandon, art guy, fashion dude,
Wait,
social media dude.
Yep.
I'm seeing ghosts on IG and TikTok. Follow me. Get
And
some
at
hoodies.
I'm not seeing ghosts.
Oh, also, I'm not seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
All right. This is GK, Grand Canyon, at Grand Canyon, Kenny, Kenyon. And I have to go to work because I work a full shift. So thanks for having us, and thanks for letting us have you, I guess.
This has been motherfucking Vaulti Radio, live and direct, on location, at the community garden at the Vaulti. Thank you so much. Make sure that you like and comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, send this to your mom, send this to your grandmom, send this to your aunt. Whoever you want to send this to, make sure that Joe Budden hears this, all right? Have a good day, guys.
When I hit that gong.
Hey, yo.
Yo, we need a gong.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Vaulti Radio. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and follow us on Instagram to stay up to date with all of our special guests and new episodes dropping. Share this with your friends, family, your dad, your sick uncle who's getting better. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.